Sir, good,
Hello.
good evening, sir.
Hi, Sanjay. How are you?
Yeah, can't really complain, sir. I'm Helen Harty. How
All
about you,
right.
sir?
I'm fine, thank you. So, I really can't complain as well, just like you. So, tell me, how was your day today, Sanjay? And I enjoyed this answer. I think that's a very unique answer. Nobody has given me such an answer so far, right?
Okay, thank you for commending.
Yes. So, this is the first time I believe I've heard such an answer from a learner or even from anybody who can communicate very well. So, I think
Yeah,
you need to be commended for this, right?
yeah.
Okay, great. So let's talk about your day. How was your day actually? So tell
Uh,
me something interesting that happened, if not today, yesterday, or in the last couple of days with
Actually, today, if I will tell about today, so I went to one of the institute,
you.
and because I thought that I should upgrade myself,
Mm.
and I got to know about data science and AI.
Okay.
And actually, I have 22 years experience in my life
Mm.
towards companies. And now I'm not enjoying my work. My
Mm.
work has become monotonous for me,
Okay.
and that I thought that I should upgrade myself. So I had some curiosity about data science when I was studying.
Mm.
Data science, I used to do analysis.
Okay.
So now I believe the time has come that I should learn data science and I should do some analysis. And I think after finishing my study in data science, and I would be able to analyze where I'm working right now.
Mm.
So I went there and I discussed with one of the tutors. No, that was the counselor, I say.
Right. A
And
counselor.
yeah, counselor. And I got to know that those who are joining that class, they are greenhorn and they are novice, and they are just 25 and 20. They would be more or less 20 and 25.
20
But
or 25, not
20,
20 and 25.
yeah, 20 or
20 or
25,
25. Yes.
20 or 25.
Mhm.
And when I was discussing this, so I got to know that uh, mm, so I told him that my age is over 40. I am over 43.
Mhm.
And so he told me that anybody can learn anything at every stage of life.
Yeah.
But I was astonished that he told me that in this age group I don't have any student.
Mm.
So I told him that okay, that's okay. You don't have, but I'm going to set one
Mm.
instance
Right.
for others. So for a
Okay.
moment, momentarily, I thought that I was feeling utterly
Mm.
forlorn.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay. Mm. Yeah, yeah,
mm,
go on, go on. So we'll talk about this. This is something very interesting that I want to talk to you about. So go on.
yes, I told that okay, so I will set one instance of mine that so that if the person will come next time, so you would be able to give instance of mine.
Hmm. You will be able to quote my example, not instance of mine. You will be
Right.
able to quote me as an example, right?
You'd be able to quote my example.
Yes. You
Uh,
can say this, or you'll be able to quote me as an example, basically, right?
right.
Hmm. Okay, very good.
Yes. So then he told me that yeah, you can join and what is the so he has given me all details related fees and
He gave
what
me all the details, not he has given me all the
yeah,
details.
yes, he gave me all details in terms of fees and in terms of tenure of teaching
Mhm.
and so at that time I thought that I'm getting on in years.
Okay. All right. So, Sanjay, this is what I want to ask you. In India, we have a misconception that age is a barrier to education.
Right.
Now, what is your opinion about this, Sanjay? This is a very interesting discussion. In the US, in Europe, if you look at other countries abroad, age is not a barrier to education. But in India, you are looked down upon if you start getting educated at a later age. What do you feel about this, first of all? This was evident from the reaction today of the counselor that you went to meet today, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you feel about this? Do you think age is indeed a barrier to us
Uh, those who are
for
feeling
education,
that,
not for other
yeah,
things, for education specifically?
for education. So today, this incident I got to know, and I thought that if I will complete my study, if I will complete my course, so would I able to would I able to switch my department? Would I able to get job like greenhorns, like novice are getting the job in
Hmm.
companies? So I was
Hmm.
little bit bewildered at that time, but
Hmm.
I had firm belief that I'm going to do something extraordinary because in this age. So I didn't care about that, and what because this I had this idea when I was studying, when I was doing job somewhere else. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
but I have firm belief the age. So it is subjective actually. But I believe that I will improve and I will upgrade myself. And age is just a number, and it's depend on our belief and
Hmm.
our thinking that.
Why do you think the people think that age is really? Let me ask you a question: is age a number for you? Is it a state of mind? How would you define age, basically?
Just as I said that I'm getting on in years, so if people will keep on thinking like this, definitely he'd be aged, and he would be aged, and I think he would be senile after some time. What this is proper word?
Senile
I
person. So senile. Why would somebody become senile? He wouldn't be mad. He wouldn't become mad, I believe, right, Sanjay?
Mhm.
Okay.
So
So yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Complete speaking, and then we'll move on with this conversation. So please complete speaking first.
okay, so this much about age
Okay.
actually.
So do you think an is there an age limit for you to change your career in India? Do you think after a certain age you should not look for a career change or for a job change?
Actually, I got to know about IT companies. He told me that those who are young, like 20, 25 years, they are hiring to them actually, IT's company.
IT
Uh,
companies, not IT's companies.
IT companies.
IT companies. Hmm.
Yeah, but when I told him that they would have been hiring experienced person as well, because experience there would be some work related to experienced person. But
Hmm.
that this is not my actually my background is mechanical. So and he told me that you would be considered like
A
fresher,
newcomer. Hmm. A
newcomer,
fresher.
because you have started learning right now,
Hmm.
so you have to gain some experience. So I was agree at that
I
time. Yeah,
agreed, not I was agreed.
yeah, I agreed. So is it right? Incorrect, sir? I was agree
I
at
was
this.
agreed is wrong. I agreed.
Okay, I was agree.
I agreed. Don't add
Okay,
S unnecessarily. I agreed. As
okay.
simple as
I
that.
agreed. I agreed at that time. Yeah, because though I have experience, though I have 22 experience in my in mechanical line, but I am a newcomer for their work. So they will treat and why they will give me such a high salary, whatever I'm getting right now, and they will consider me as a fresher. I think then I thought that if I will gain experience, then they will give me hike and they will give me more salary as I'm getting right now.
But in my experience, what I would say is definitely it would be a little tougher for you initially, right? Maybe you will get a job. There's no doubt about it. We all know how important AI is nowadays. So, what will work in your advantage, Sanjay, is your past experience.
Right.
So your experience may not be aligned to mechanical, it may not be aligned to IT, but if you have managerial experience, especially if you have experience managing people, this is what you have to focus when you um, write your new CV. You've got to
Mm.
focus on your managerial experience together with the skills that you will learn with AI. This is really going to help you a lot.
Right, right. Yes,
So,
of course, I have gained some experience in terms of managing the people, in terms of how to operate the machine, in terms of life, in terms of I would say the corporate like, culture. I
hmm.
know the ambience of corporate culture.
Not the
How?
ambience. I know how corporate culture works, you can say, right?
Yeah.
So when you
Yes.
talk about ambience, this means the interiors, the surroundings of any company, any place, a restaurant it can be, right? How
Yeah.
you feel. So your word is right, but you need to refine this word a little bit more while using it in the sentence, basically,
Yes.
right?
Makes sense.
You would never say that. For example, you would never say the ambience of the company is good. You would say
Mhm.
the corporate culture of the company is good.
Corporate
So
culture.
what you are trying to say is you want to use the word ambience in place of corporate culture. This is
Mm.
where you're going wrong, I believe. Would you agree with me, Sanjay?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
So you have
I
to be
wanted to
careful of
use ambience word.
you wanted to use corporate culture, but you used ambience by mistake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now, since we are talking about age, tell me, Sanjay, which is the best age for anybody to be at? So, do you
To
think it is which is the best age for anybody to be at? Is it good when you are 7 to 8 years old, when you are just in school, enjoying school life?
Mhm.
Is it good when you are in your 18s or 20s, when you started college, you are about to finish college? Is it good to be in your 30s when you have a job, when you are looking forward to life? Is it good to be in your 40s, 45 when you are settled with a good bank balance? Or is it good to be in your 60s when you're retired and don't have anything to do? Which is the best age to be in, according to you?
so I can't say that what is the perfect age to be good at.
Or
And
the best stage to be at in life? If you don't want
yeah,
to use the word age, then let's mix it up with stage. Which is the best stage to be
yeah.
in life
So
with
when I
respect
was
to all of these things?
okay, so when I was kid, when I was child, so I used to think that if I would be young, and so then I would be able to buy everything, and I would be able to uh, mm, roam here and there because my elder brothers used to roam here and there. They used to go river for
They used
swimming,
to go to the river, not to river, to the river.
to the river. They used to attend the wedding. They used to taking decision every time,
Hmm.
and so they used to ignore me because I was kid. And so I used to think that if I would be bigger and like elder, so I would be able to take decision. And I would be able to complete the task. When I was mm, uh, when I used to when I was growing. So when I was adolescent, that
When I
so
was
I
an adolescent, yes.
when I was adolescent, so I used to think that if I will get job and I will earn, so I will be able to fulfill my dream.
Hmm.
And even I used to discuss with my colleague, with my fellow, those who was studying with me in engineering days. So
Hmm.
we used to think that we would have like a car, bike, and we will go together
Hmm.
and we will enjoy, we will hang out.
Hmm.
And we had certain dream at that time.
Hmm.
And so, so every stage has their own importance. And I can't say that this age is perfect to live life. And now I can tell you that in this stage, I am thinking that uh, if I would be free from burden, then I would be able to live life perfectly, and I would be able to do some philanthropic work, some benevolent work, and so because nowadays I have some responsibility and some burden on my shoulder,
Hmm.
and
So, what kind of
if
responsibilities or burdens are you talking about?
burden I have responsibility of my parents, my spouse, my child, and so it is
Okay.
not kind of burden but the
Yes.
responsibility I have.
Yes. It's a responsibility. It's not a burden,
Responsibility,
right?
yeah, and I have burden of my work actually
Hmm.
in my company.
Right.
uh,
So, yeah. So, Sanjay, let me ask you a question. As we grow up, we are expected to take more responsibility, right? You have your parents to look after. When you are 29, 30, or maybe 26, 27, your parents tell you, okay, it's now time to get married. You get married, you have a wife. A couple of years later, you have kids. So, do you enjoy taking responsibility of other people, or do you think this is something very, very, you know, very difficult to do, if I may use this word? Some people enjoy taking responsibility of their family members, and some people think that it's a burden for them.
Right,
How would
right.
you view this basically?
Basically, I used to enjoy because I used to think that I
I
will get
enjoy,
married.
not I used to. Why are you saying I used to, Sanjay?
I'm enjoying.
So if you say
Uh,
I used to, you're talking about the past. You enjoyed this in the past, but you're not enjoying it now, which is not
right.
the
No,
case, I
no,
believe.
I'm
Right?
enjoying. I'm enjoying. No, I used to think that I will get married and I will have a child and I will take responsibility and I will make him like engineer, doctor.
Hmm.
And so I used to think in this way and I used to think about responsibility that yeah, I will take responsibility if I
Hmm.
will get married.
Hmm.
Uh, but after certain time periods that uh, I'm enjoying and I'm fulfilling I'm trying to fulfill all dreams of my son, my spouse, my parents. Whatever I can do, I'm
Hmm.
doing. And mm, if you if you will treat like a burden, so you won't enjoy your life.
If you
And
treat your responsibility like a burden, not
yeah,
if you treat like a burden, if you treat what? So this
yeah.
sentence
If
is
you treat,
incomplete.
yeah, if you treat your responsibility like a
Yes.
burden, so you won't be able to enjoy life. And definitely in life, if you have a responsibility and if you have immediate relative and distant relative, so there will be some challenges, some obstacle. But if you have right mindset and hey, you can conquer anything, you can triumph anything. So I have such types of mentality and I'm enjoying.
Okay, so if we look at your parents, Sanjay, I believe your parents would be in their mid 60s or early 70s. This is what
Yeah,
I've heard.
they are above 70 because
Above 70.
we are four siblings and I'm youngest of them
Okay,
and I am over 43.
okay. So your parents are in their 70s. So when you look at them, when you look at other senior citizens, Sanjay, what do you think goes through the mind of senior citizens, your parents, for example? Do you think they're happy with life, or do you think they're not happy with life? They know that, they have blood pressure, they have diabetes, they have to take medicines, they are more dependent on their kids. So, what do you think is the mindset of uh, people who are in their late 60s or early 70s?
It is also subjective, sir, and like those who are doing something upon them actually, and those if I will take instance of my parents,
Hmm.
they have certain diseases, I would say,
Hmm.
certain medical
Lifestyle
stuff,
diseases, like, or you
diseases,
can say medical conditions also,
medical.
right?
They are so they are taking medication for BP
Hmm.
and my father and my mother actually she has problem in his knees.
In her knees.
Oh, sorry, in her knees.
Hmm.
So but they are living in my native place and they are happy and whenever I them that you
Tell
should
them.
come, tell him that
Tell them. You're talking
tell
about both
them,
of your parents.
yeah, right, tell them please visit Surat and please join our company. So they
They're
have
not willing
visited,
to come.
yeah, they have visited 2 or 3 times, but uh, uh, actually
They're not happy.
they
They enjoy the village
yeah,
life.
they want to live out there only because
Oh,
they want to live with their companion actually, and they are happy mm, in their room, I would say, in their area actually. They don't want to come. Even they are above 70. If they will come out here, so they will get some problem, and they are not able to work properly. My mother is not able to work properly because she has a problem in his
She has
knee.
a problem with her knees, basically,
Yeah.
right?
So by and large, I would say that uh, they are living in very well, and whatever
They are
I
living
can.
very well, not living
Wait.
in very well. They're
They are
living
living
very
very well. They are living very well, and whatever I can do, what is my part. So I'm just uh, mm, what we call nibhana.
well. I'm just
I'm
fulfilling my
I'm
responsibility.
just I'm just fulfilling my responsibility, and I give I send some money uh, every month
Mm,
for their treatment, and I have decided certain money that I will send on month wise.
mm.
So
Every
I'm
month, not month
every
wise.
month. Every month we are four brothers,
Or
even
monthly, not month wise.
or monthly.
You can say monthly or every month, not month
Monthly.
wise,
I'm
right?
sending money monthly, and we are four brothers, so I'm not expecting that my all brother must send money.
Mm.
But I'm just fulfilling my responsibility. I'm just giving my part, and so they are living happily.
Okay.
There are certain challenges, but they are facing and health issues, and uh, in terms of money, they are facing challenges because they are farming, they are cultivating something.
Mm.
So sometimes they face challenges in terms of weather, they face challenges in terms of cereal. Uh, so, but
Okay. All right. So the basic reason for bringing up this conversation, of course, was to get your thoughts. So we all know that we will grow old one day also. You are young, you are 43. One day you will reach your parents' age also. So I think what I have learned is when I look at elders, so I'm 54 now,
yeah.
Sanjay, right? So when I look at elders, like what you are talking about, your parents in their 70s, they have health issues. So I have health issues also. I'm diabetic. I've been diabetic for 15 years now. So this shows that you don't have to be 50 or 60 plus to be a diabetic. And I've known many people who have knee problems in, from their 30s onwards. I've come across many people who have these problems from a young age. But what I find interesting in all of this is when we look at our elders, people in 60s and 70s, we realize that one day we will have to go through what they are going through right now. So this is something that we have to prepare for by looking at, our elders. So those who
You
are,
right.
like your
Those.
parents. If I look at, my parents are not there. I've lost both of my mother and my father. So when I look at any elder and I see them walking very slowly or struggling with things, being dependent on other people, I start thinking, today I'm independent, but a day will come when I'll have to be dependent on somebody for basic support.
Right.
So this is something that all of us have to go through in life, I believe. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right,
So,
right.
Sanjay, did you enjoy this conversation today?
Yeah, I have enjoyed a lot. Really,
Okay.
the session was engaging.
So, recommendations for you. The first thing is pronunciation. Sessions, not sessions. Right?
Okay,
So
okay,
you have to work on your pronunciation. You have to work on, I believe, your grammar also a little bit. Right?
okay.
So when you talk about grammar, I'm talking about the tenses and prepositions, basically.
Prepositions. Yeah.
Right? Tenses and prepositions. And again, finally, sentence formation and fluency.
So,
Fluency sometimes,
do you have any thumb rule how to frame this
well, you won't
sentences?
say thumb rule. Do you have any suggestions? So when I talk about sentence formation vocabulary, this is what I mean. Do you have any suggestions?
Mhm.
So, Sanjay, I think the first time you and I met, we did a very simple activity. We took three words and we formed three sentences using those words. Did I do this activity with you?
Yeah, sure, sure,
I believe I do this activity with every new learner that I come across. So you can do this activity alone with yourself.
sure.
Choose three words, simple words, not very difficult words, and form three sentences each using those three words that you want to speak about. So if you do this activity every day, you will form 9 sentences.
Right.
Okay, so I'll repeat to you, make sure you change your words. Don't use the same words over and over again. If you speak about television today, don't speak about television tomorrow because you'll end up forming the same sentences. Change your words every day and try and think of different ways of using words in sentences. So if you speak aloud on simple topics, on simple words every day, you will start developing fluency, grammar, and all of these things. Again,
Yeah.
remember, Sanjay, don't only practice on the session that you book. You have to practice on your own also to become
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
better speaker.
Right. Right.
So these are
True.
recommendations that I would give you. So do you have any questions to ask?
Mm, right now, I don't have any question, but I would love to meet you again, and then I will ask some.
Definitely. So, what I would recommend you to do is write down all of your questions, write down all of your doubts. We can
Sure.
spend
Sure.
an entire session answering your questions and doubts. Right?
Sure. 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 Okay,
All
sir.
right. Great
Okay.
meeting you, Sanjay. Nice meeting you, and
Same
looking
here.
forward to
Same
our
here.
next
Feeling
meeting.
is clockwise, sir. And have a
All right.
great day
I
ahead.
still remember that opening remark of yours. I think I'll remember that for a long, long time to come. Right, Sanjay?
Yes, sir.
All right. See you then. Take care. Bye.
Okay. See you, sir. Bye, sir.
Right. Bye. ओ बोली कपड़े लेके आई हो क्या हैं बुलाया क्यों नहीं रुकती ना 2 मिनट